the Philippines' first and leading crypto exchange, coins.ph. 60 cryptocurrencies to trade, like Bitcoin, USDT, and more. Enjoy low fees, favorable rates, and a smooth cash in and out experience. Download coins.ph now.
What is up, GM Coinmunity? So, nandito na naman tayo sa panibagong Coinmunity Wednesdays natin, and I will be your host for this evening. My name is Apollo, and substitute ako ngayon for Jaffa kasi stuck pa siya sa flight niya. So, sa lahat ng Coinmunity members natin din na naapektuhan ngayon ng inclement weather natin. So, stay safe guys, stay dry, at for now, tambay muna tayo sa Coinmunity Wednesdays natin. So tonight we will be hosting the PlatON Network. They are an infrastructure project based on the Ethereum network that aims to use AI and cloud computing for their use cases. So basically, infrastructure sila for privacy-preserving computation and distributed economies. And so ano nga ba yung i-expect natin ngayon? So first we will be starting with our speaker spotlight. So may introduce ako sa inyong dalawang napaka-solid na guests. And after nun, so papakilala natin yung PlatON Network team, and magkakaroon lang ng konting keynote, and then our guests will have their chance to ask their questions about PlatON sa ating main speaker, which is papakilala ko rin mamaya. So galing siya sa PlatON team. And then after ng AMA natin ng demo session, of course, may mga ipamimigay tayong cash prizes. So for tonight, we will be giving away around 22,000 LAT tokens. So LAT tokens, yun yung tokens ni PlatON Network. That's equivalent to almost around 10,000 pesos. And mamimili kami mamaya ng 6 questions galing sa Coinmunity, at itatanong natin siya sa representative ng PlatON Network, kung saan yung mga questions na mapipili mamaya will get 500 pesos naman, or around 1,100 LAT tokens. And hindi lang dyan nagtatapos yung pag-giveaway natin. So meron tayong giveaway para sa questions. Meron din tayong surprise giveaway para sa lahat ng sasali sa Discord natin at magko-connect sa Coinmunity Place stage. So shoutout sa mga Coinmunity members natin na nakatambay na dyan, at saka sa mga coins champions natin. Lilipat tayo doon after ng AMA. Pero magkakaroon tayo ng surprise giveaway. Mag-roroleta tayo bago matapos itong AMA natin at bago tayo lumipat sa Discord. Magdodraw tayo ng roleta ngayon. At yung mga names, yung mga potential winners natin will be taken from a random snapshot, random screenshot ng mga listeners natin na nasa Discord. So chill lang kayo dyan, Coinmunity, sa mga nasa Discord. Yung mga wala pa, sali kayo sa ating Discord server. So ayan yung link natin, discord.gg/coins.ph. At kapag napili kayo, so pipili tayo ng 10 doon. Pag napili kayo sa roleta draw natin, mananalo kayo ng additional 100 pesos. So napakadaming giveaways. And of course, after ng AMA natin, lipat tayo sa Discord para naman maglaro ng Coinmunity Wednesday game natin na 4 emojis. Tama ba? Yeah. Basta about emojis, basically. So ayan, Coinmunity, sit back, relax, at mag-ready na kayo for our tonight's event. So first, pakilala ko na muna yung mga speakers natin, no? So tonight we will be joined by none other than she is she is the developer relations lead for Virtuals Protocol, none other than Miss Armelin. Hi, ma'am. GM.
Thank you so much.
Hello, hello. Salamat po sa pag-attend sa ating Community Wednesdays. Kamusta po kayo?
I'm good. I'm good. Even if there's a very weather. I think it's nice that we have this kind of event, especially webinar for people that joining at home as well.
Mhm. Yeah, and we're very happy that you are able to join us. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do with Virtuals Protocol?
Yeah, sure. So we're actually a blockchain and Gen AI company. So we built what we call AI agents. Wherein, for example, if you know ChatGPT, we're kind of like typing and talking with it right using our voice. So basically, for our end, we're building an AI characters that can actually talk and speak and even generate a visual. So para siyang how you talk to a character that's showing a 3D dimensional gestures to you. So that's what we're building right now that has a blockchain component, especially monetization of their work, especially for those people that are building their own AI agents on our platform. So yeah.
Nice. Very in line with our guest then for this evening in PlatON Network. I'm sure we will know more about them as we talk further along sa ating event na also dabbling with AI. So itong talk natin yan and very exciting yung mga guests natin. For next, I would like to introduce to you guys your friendly neighborhood blockchain guy, sabi nga niya. So he is a blockchain engineer, also the president of Web3PH. Let's call on up stage si Christian. Hello, sir, GM.
All right,
Hello, sir.
so
Can
medyo
you?
delayed on my
Okay.
end. You guys can see na I'm using Discord for the audio actually because where we're at right now for the live, it's there's no audio. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
but I know this is the introductory part, so I'll introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Christian Carapas. I'm currently the president of Web3 Philippines with 16 plus years of experience in tech, 11 years professionally. These days, I've been working on blockchain infrastructure, blockchain engineering mainly, and I also have different experiences as well as professional engagements when it comes to smart contract development and full stack web development. So I told the Polo. Polo was asking us a while ago. Me and Ames, he was asking us. He said, "What nickname should I call you guys?" And I told him, "You know what? Apollo should call me your blockchain guy." So that's if you see me anywhere, just say you're a blockchain guy. I'll look around and I'll look for you. As for the things that I do, right, in everyday life, it's mainly working with tech, really. Working into the trenches of tech, seeing what's there, seeing what's not there. Because a lot of, the crazy part about innovation is that a lot of people would bring different buzzwords, different technology innovation, but then if you audit their work, you check their code, you check what's up, it's like, okay, there's nothing there. So yeah, that's basically it. And I hope that you guys enjoy this talk with PlatON. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. PlatON Network. I've seen their website. I've seen their information. They seem interesting, so I'm really excited for what the talk will be with their CEO, which is Sir James, I think. Am I right? Yeah. So thanks, Apollo.
You're welcome, Christian. Yeah. So I heard that if our community members see you around in events and they call you blockchain guy, they will be getting some free merch daw, sir. Tama ba? No, just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you for that introduction, Christian. Um, so now, of course, big thanks to our awesome guests for sharing about their roles and what they're looking forward to, what they're currently doing with their respective projects. It's great to hear about all the innovative developments happening in the Web3 space. And again, guys, remember to stay engaged all throughout tonight's session because we are giving away LAT tokens, so 22,000 LAT tokens to those who participate in our AMA, Discord stage, and CW Game Night. Plus, don't forget to follow coins.ph social media channels in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and join our Discord and Telegram channels to stay up to date on exciting promos coming your way. So now, without further ado, let's invite James from the PlatON Network. He is the CEO of PlatON Network. So, hi, James, GM.
Hey, hello. Thank you very much, Apollo. Thanks for the invitation from coins.ph. First of all, let me correct. I'm the CTO, not the CEO. So I'm mainly working on the IT side.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one is I'm based in Tokyo. So there might be some network issue. So I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, but there's maybe some interruptions earlier, but right now it's all good. And
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we would like to, yeah, all good, all good. We would like to hear more about what Platon Network is.
Yes, sure. Let me share with you what we were doing in the past. How many years? Almost 5 years, 6 years. Yeah, almost 6 years. So in the very beginning, we fork from the Ethereum, which means the stable state of art technology, and then we innovated. So by that time, from the first version of Platon, we innovated a pretty fast the core of the blockchain, the consensus algorithm. So we start from very beginning with POS, and it's a concurrent pipelined POS. So pretty fast from the very beginning. It's we already is the we call it it's the Bitcoin the first generation, Ethereum the second generation. So we were on the with the so-called the third generation, could support concurrent transaction, very fast speed, pretty high throughput, etc. And we have multiple milestones. So the first milestone is the blockchain itself, which means we need to build up a concrete and secure, reliable infrastructure as a blockchain, and can do these transactions globally, whatever, right? Can make up the financial infrastructure. And then the second layer, we developed and implemented and introduced it. By that time, I think very few people in this industry was doing like we were doing. So if you check our white paper in the very beginning and then another white paper afterwards, so we were focusing the privacy cryptographic algorithms shortly after we finish the blockchain infra. So we are pretty capable, and the was the leader by that time on the, for example, the multi-party computation and a lot of less cryptography algorithms. So we have a privacy preserving cryptography network and a library. So already live as well. And then as we were talking, AI right now pretty hot. Back 3 years or 4 years, we were talking privacy AI, which means we try to bring the data onto our platform, and those data will be protected by the cryptography algorithm, and then use those protected algorithm data, work with the cryptography protected algorithm to build up a privacy protected AI framework. So that's a lot of like a big milestone on our roadmap. So what we are right now is we finished a lot of POC, the prototype for this privacy AI platform, and the POC of this cryptography algorithm use cases, etc. And the most mature one, which we are running and use it for business right now, is the blockchain infrastructure. But blockchain infrastructure is for example, you can do a lot of things there, right? We have expert of smart contract today, so you can do a lot of things. So what we were focusing on in the past few years, we are doing this the most basic fundamental stuff is the transaction. So people right now in this world, we can collaborate with each other in a very much easy way. And when we cooperate with each other, then there will be a need for transaction. So I put effort, I contributed. Then I need a financial transaction to settle. So this cross-border settlement, transaction, etc., like a stable coin, all this kind of stuff is the fundamental infrastructure for kind of civilization. So people need to cooperate. We need to grow up our business, grow up our community, whatever. So people can cross border doing same thing to head to the same like objectives and to get rich together, right? We get something done, get something delivered, and make profit, etc. So that's the most fundamental infrastructure which we have achieved it a lot. So there was last year I was in the events, the Hong Kong financial, the fintech events, right? We announced that the topos, which means the real world asset. We call it RWA. How to mirror them, how to secure them onto blockchain. Like a fiat currency or the CDBC is a very typical one. Of course, other banks can issue their own kind of token, and all these secured token mirror to a secured RWA, the real world asset, it representing a value, and then our blockchain can transfer the value with the high frequency, very secured transaction. Then a lot of things may happen and could happen. So that's the infrastructure. So we announced the infrastructure called Topos, tokenized of asset. So that's a pretty long name. The OS is the operating system. So we mirror the real world within the real world legal framework. When you do the transaction of especially for the asset, there is a lot of regulation consideration and a lot of you need license, you need to do things step by step, how to be audited, how to make sure things happen in a good way. So you don't need you shouldn't touch anything danger which related with whatever is a terrorist or whatever, right? So we need to do things safe in a good shape and protect our asset, protect our transaction, and then makes the business successful in the long term. So we have this infrastructure ready and cooperate with a lot of a vendor with the local financial license, including Philippines. So we are very happy to cooperate with Philippine players right now. Of course, first of all, thanks Coins Philippines. So we went live on the exchange. So that's one milestone, one important step, which means if there is anything happening or in the near future, we are cooperating with many other vendors, we could, in a very kind of a low cost, efficient way, can provide a good infrastructure and legally regulated way for our business. Then there will be a lot of pipe, and the trading volume on coins.ph exchange will boom as well. So we try to do things step by step, and there is a EBLS, right? We are doing business with them, and there is a one more business, I think recently is on the 15th. It's also got announced that, so it's cooperating with the Philippine vendor as well. What's the name? Let me find out the name. It's the I suddenly forgot the name. Let me come back later. So why we are so confident on that is one of this is a Topos infrastructure is ready. So we have a pretty enriched mint. So how to mirror the RWA to blockchain to mint the stable coin, how to leverage it, how to use it. So that's one. Another one is the crossing border, the payment system, the settlement system and payment system already there. So one, for example, in Singapore, we work with the Diners Club Card Center in Singapore, and we issued they call DUSD, so Diners Club USD payment token. So this token is the USD equivalent stable token, but we call it payment token, can be used for whatever payment which happen in the Diners Club card network. And also Diners Club card network connect with MasterCard, connect to Visa card, connect to all this existing mature credit card network, which means through this Topos on PlatON, the infrastructure, we already have a pipe with working with the matured, regulated player, the pipe between Web 2 and Web 3. So it's working. I remember in the Hong Kong event, after we announced a lot of like this, and I myself applied one of this card, and I transferred a little bit the testing. I used testing because I'm on IT side, so I bought a little bit of this token, that token for testing purpose. So I transferred a little bit USDT into my DCS card and used this USDT, bought a cake in Hong Kong. What was that? The panda cake somewhere, which support the DTC Pay. Yeah. So we working. So we have the infra ready, and then we work with this like a DTC Pay or OIN Pay, or through their machine. Their when you use credit card, you need to it's a POS, right? You need to use a POS machine, etc. So it's all connected, and our digital wallet can be used on their POS. So that's my first Web3 money purchase a Web2 real cake, and I had my first bite. It was real, so pretty sweet and very delicious. So this kind of stuff is something we are focusing on for right now. So build up the firm infra and get the live case on it, and collect feedback from our user, from the community, from the players together with us. Then we grow them together. Of course, because it's based on blockchain technology, which means the infrastructure. So after kind of 10 more years run, right? So blockchain technology already be proved it is secure. If not secure, obviously the wallet, like a Satoshi's wallet, right, already got broken, and people all grab the money away, right? So theoretically and practically, it is a secure infra. And also from the system point of view, it's when I use my credit card using digital wallet shopping, it's just the final settlement just done in a second. So very smooth. And also, I think a lot of things happening right now, right? Even I'm living in Japan, so even in Japan, they are trying to promote this digital payment and even the CDBC, but they are quite conservative on CDBC. So CDBC is pretty slow, but there's something else like Circle. They had a JPYC something already circling here, and of course like coins.ph, you are kind of doing a great job with the central bank there, using kind of issuing this CDBC kind of stuff. So all of this is a real world asset, secured, mirrored to Web3, and it connect with Web2. It doesn't like the for example, Bitcoin or ETH, whatever. They are more like the financial asset. So their price up and down, etc. So from individual, you may treat it as asset. I can invest, I can get profit. But for daily life, for very broad usage, we do need the stable one, which can measure how much this, how much that. So our effort or how much this stuff was, etc. So that one is a stable one, and the stable one is mostly used from the trading volume, from daily life. So we really want to be part of that, to using Web3 technology to serve the Web2 real world, and people can using a secure, very safe technology, and in a regulated way. So secure plus secure plus secure, and then you can relaxedly enjoy this Web3 benefit. It's really the cost is very cheap, because you know the LAT, I think is super cheap right now, right? And one LAT could support, I think, at least 1,000 transactions if you really want to do it. So the transaction cost is pretty low, and the network is very fast. Things we went live, I think it's more than 3 years for now. So there are no network outage, no downtime, and we are trying to build up this in a financial industry standard. It's partially because our CEO is a different person, right? So he is from the traditional payment industry. So like a Visa card, Mastercard, the Union Pay. He was a strategic designer for that one. Deep learning how Mastercard and Visa card was doing, and then they had deployed and designed a new system. So for myself, I was working in this traditional financial industry for past 20 plus years for this security trading, electronic trading, algorithm trading, all this kind of stuff. And another critical team members, they are coming from the network, the concurrent whatever network design, all this kind of stuff. So we merge all of this together and try to build up our system in a professional way. So our testing is quite tough. So that's also results that our infra is very stable. Of course, we are catching up for example, we used to be quite close to Ethereum. But we changed the core engine, the consensus algorithm, to a new one. But Ethereum is growing all the time. So there are some non-core code. They have bugs, they found bugs, whatever, and the enhancement. Then we take them into our system. So we'll keep renew our system to catch the most like industry, the state of art technology part. So we keep growing, and plus the heavy part for the privacy preserving part, right? So we leverage the privacy preserving algorithm. For example, we done when you do the payment, it's not only secure, but also privacy preserved. It's like when you're using cash, right? You're using cash to buy something, but nobody know who bought this one. So is there no way to trace what's happening? It's just this transaction, right? for that part, it's quite interesting. We use a zero knowledge proof technology. So this is a ZKP payment framework down within this Topos framework. So it's a how to say, from the Web3 point of view, we try to bring the system in a more. So when people argue Web3 or this Web2, whatever, some people prefer cash because cash is the most, how to say, privacy preserved one. Although you may lose a fake, you might got fake cash, etc. But Web3 improved it a lot on you cannot fake the money, and you don't need to carry it and the transaction done immediately, etc. But how to have the privacy be protected, then there is a very interesting solution there. So is that I speak too much? I think Apollo, you are the chairman, so I will listen to your
No,
instruction.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, thank you so much, James. But I'm currently now really intrigued with what the cake that you bought tasted when you used crypto to pay. Because the thing with crypto yeah, with crypto is it's magic internet money. So I'm sure it tasted 10 times better when you use crypto to pay. And lots of things to unpack here now. So I'm sure we can. Our speakers are eager to ask you questions. So now let's open the floor to our speakers for their insights and questions. And feel free to share your thoughts or ask our representatives from PlatON about the PlatON ecosystem and the projects they just presented. Guys, Armeline, Christian.
Yeah, I'm actually interested. Like you mentioned, you guys are going to like from traditional to like going to Web3. So I was just like curious, like how the other industries are you guys trying to take in? Like aside of financial technology, what are the other industries you guys are looking at? Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the very beginning it's quite simple, because from the blockchain technology we found the possibility. We had a very painful experience in the traditional financial industry, where you have a complicated transaction happen and cross-boarding, and then there is something wrong, maybe regulation policy or maybe just a human error. We need to do a lots of like a reconciliation between different systems, and then it could take days to weeks to months to get this one fixed. And the blockchain technology is the so far, from my personal opinion, is the most fast, the final settlement system. So when I see the final settlement is when you do the transaction by a second, the other side got the token and he or she can spend it one more time, which make the money more powerful. So because the final settlement done very quickly and very secure, then you are free to use it in a different circle. So from this point of view, it will improve the efficiency of transactions, and is fundamentally, which means we could use this in a lot of different areas. For example, for the big one, right, from the national bond, whatever Ethereum distributing system, of course we can use it. From the traditional security trading system, there are advisor, there are broker, there are buy side, etc. They need to reconcile each other. It's quite complicated. Then we can use it as well. And also for the daily individual payment, if the CDBC or whatever can emerge pretty smooth, or even a commercial bank can issue their own kind of stable coin. Right? If that could be done, then we could just use it in a more kind of not to rely on a centralized platform. So even the centralized platform has bugs or downtime or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? We can still continue our life as it is. It's a decentralized system. It's quite so. So I heard somebody telling me, if you want to ask people to switch down the blockchain system, for example, if I give you $10 million, can you unplug the Bitcoin network tomorrow? Nobody can do it, right? So it's a really a stable system there. So we want to from the payment settlement, and then to the more complicated financial solution, because this financial industry is most simplified and standardized. The data is small and fast, and you could do a lot of valuable things. And later on, we could, when the system grow more complicated, more mature, then we can leverage it to more complicated data format, which means the privacy data, the privacy AI. That will be next level. So we will step by step doing this. The first one is the financial industry, and within the financial industry, first one is the payment. So do the most simple thing. That's what we try to do. But the potentiality is really huge. So if I found out there's a new kind of business is doing, then we could do a consulting and analyze how to use the Web3 technology. I think all you guys may know more than me. I'm quite limited to a narrow area, so try to learn from all of you, especially if you are industry expert on some area. Then we can just open discuss. So there will be idea, there will be innovation. A lot of things could happen.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's nice.
James, I really
Yeah.
love what you guys are doing. I can tell that you guys are passionate, and there's a lot going on when it comes to PlatON Network. Particularly the part I'm very interested about, simply because we're talking about security, we're talking about decentralized systems, and it's even more important because you're going to disrupt the financial systems and payments. The part that I'm most curious about is that I saw you guys have 200 validators around right now in PlatOn Network. So two things really come to mind when I hear security in decentralized systems. Number one is, of course, the geographical distribution and institutional distribution of the validators. We all know that, of course, we need to decentralize that. And the second one is that what's plat depend because I've heard you guys change your consensus mechanism, right? Am I correct in recollecting that?
Yep.
What's
Yep.
PlatOn Network's Nakamoto coefficient right now in terms of the scale it's operating right now?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, the decentralization. We try to be more decentralized gradually. So it's a typical POS algorithm. So for anyone who have enough token could deposit, could others can delegate, and then could build up the validator. So as a validator, so it's a just a fair procedure. But the problem could be we are not as famous as those big guys. So from the investors' point of view, from the community point of view, we need to speak out. We need to get more kind of attention. So try to make the community more decentralized. So that's a kind of a long time work. We need to continue from now on. It's quite interesting as the token itself is quite cheap right now. So a lot of people can join us, and we were standing there doing our work for more than 6 years. So we are quite serious, continue delivering a lot of things. So not like those without tracking records. We do deliver, continuous deliver a lot of stuff. Even during the downturn, our IT team shrank to half, but we still keep building. So that's your first question. The second one regarding the consensus algorithm. So we learn from the the Facebook, now Meta, right, had the Libra system by that time, and later on the kind of they are not doing continue their project. So we learned a lot from their design, the pipeline design, and also we introduced the concurrent stuff, and we work with there is a runtime verification company of Illinois University. So the professor, we work with them, so make the theoretical proof. We call it so we deliver the design and they make up the mathematical model to prove this consensus algorithm is correct. So there are safety, liveness, etc. So for that one, we did for almost 2 years. So to prove the system working, and later on we do this stress testing, right? Like we make a lot of robots and make a globally distributed network with by that time it's a UET environment. We make up around 400 nodes and pumping in huge transactions and see how the system can deliver. And by that time, it's 1 second. It's easily reaching to 6,000 transactions per second. Of course, when we're talking about this, is the fundamentals of the basic transaction. It's just not the complicated smart contract transaction. If a smart contract involved, it may become pretty much complicated. One smart contract expose something may call the second one, and then there's a lot of like a logical dependency there. So we were talking about the simple transaction. So right now, if you check the PlatON Live Net, the production one, its the peak was, I think, pretty slow because there are not much pressure. It's just kind of working for fun. It's never reaching. I think we were at least we were thinking if 3,000 transactions per second, then we need to check which node probably not very well maintained, not producing 100% the block they should produce, etc. Somebody may got slashed, etc. Then we will keep monitoring. But right now it's quite I think it's still below 1/10 of the current capacity. And the research team on our side is still keep researching on the new technologies, try to boost the capacity and the throughput moving forward without like damage the safety and the security, the stability of the infrastructure. So Christian, am I answer your questions or?
You're able to answer some. The last one, I am not sure you meant. I think you haven't mentioned the Nakamoto coefficient of PlatON network right now. So it's
Yeah, for
the
that one I
yeah.
didn't. Yeah. For the Nakamoto efficient. So can you elaborate a little bit more on what exactly do you want to confirm?
So when it comes to blockchain networks, in my
Mm-hmm.
experience, the single metric, at least the most basic metric we use to gauge if something is secure by
Mm-hmm.
decentralization is what we call Nakamoto coefficient.
Yep.
And it's the number of validators that would
Mm-hmm.
have to collude in order to overturn and to compromise or change the state of the network. So I'm very
Yep.
curious because you have around a decent, I would say decently
Mm,
number of validators
mm,
for the mileage that PlatOn has. So I'm curious,
mm.
what's the number for that? How many validators have to collude so that we can overturn the state of PlatOn network currently at its current scale?
Yeah, yeah. So the core consensus system is still the Byzantine fault tolerant,
Mm,
which means the 2/3 of the validators, if the all together try to uh, produce the wrong, like kind of wrong transaction, wrong block, it could take over the whole network. And if there's a smaller portion doing that, there is an economic model designed so other validator could kind of find out the wrongdoing and
mm,
point it, and the wrongdoing validator will got slashed it, and
slashing.
the slashed amount will be the bonus to who found it out. So it's a self monitoring with the incentive within the framework, which means is so far is working, and also the validator has a big portion as a deposit there. So every year the design and model, every year we have the slight inflation, which could distribute interest profit to the validators, and also the transaction fees and etc. Right? So validator will be happy to do the right thing to get the profit rather than to spend a lot of effort to risk to be slashed or to be banned at the end to try to take over the whole network. So that's the current situation, and also that's the how to say the dilemma, right? That's a the triangle dilemma. So we need to consider all of this, so to keep the things balanced, which means the technology and the governance structure and the economic model. All these three should be designed and work smoothly, so to prevent those happen.
I see. I see. Last question that comes to
Sure,
mind.
sure.
My impression is you guys are focusing on infra because you've invested so much specifically,
Yeah.
especially, I mean, in proving that your consensus mechanism is sound.
Mhm, mhm.
But I've also heard that you guys are focusing on delivering products. So more on use cases on your network as well.
Mhm, mhm.
Moving forward, what would be your priority? Would it be more on the infra or more on the products, or is
Yeah,
it both? Could be parallel as well, but we know that resources are
yeah,
constrained. So I want to know
yeah,
what's your on your mind in terms of moving
yeah.
forward for PlatOn.
Sure, sure. So first of all, on our side, on the fundamental blockchain layer, Uh, so while we are catching up with the latest improvement on the Ethereum, whatever design, etc., to make it secure, that is a very much limited effort. On the blockchain layer, we are focusing on product, especially this financial payment infrastructure and for example, the zero knowledge proof based the privacy preserving settlement infrastructure. So for this, why we are doing this is we try to one is prove this infra is can be used. Another one is it can be used to making money, so people could build up business here, and we can share the profit and to make other people success, and we can share their profit, which means we can continue the community in the long term. And with this whole infrastructure can generate a good revenue, generate a good profit, we will spend I think it's a serious amount of effort and money and human resource on the continue our cryptography research, and at the end this the privacy AI network. So the POC we were done a different version with a very much limited effort. So very unique case. For example, the financial industry has a case of people or institution, when they're visiting a bank for apply for a loan, right? They have some balance in the bank and has the investment in a security company, and they have an insurance company. There are a lot of things, and all of these are financially regulated. They cannot share with each other, and we have a well-done MPC platform could calculate all this data without leaking any data to any counterparty, and then to give you a good result, a reliable result, how much loan or how much credit this client does have or should have. Then you could issue a loan under a certain limit to make sure your loan is safe, etc. So this kind of prototype we have done and demoed to bank, etc. But it's still not a mature and could generate revenue yet. But to invest more require a healthy community. So that's why we're focusing on the very the mature blockchain layer on the financial solution for cross-border payment, for this RWA issuing, for this zero knowledge proved payment, and working with our partners, especially for those with license, like coins.ph, where they have good license local. Then we have technology ready. Then we could work together and get some meaningful solution done. And there is a real business happening, and we can share the benefit. So it's kind of a long-term plan for this.
I see. I got it. No more questions. I just wanted to bring up Aleo. James, you should check out Aleo. They're a blockchain that's ZK by default. Very interesting. Yeah. If you have
Yeah.
time, I know you're busy.
Yeah, sure. Well, I must have time to learn the new technology. It's always changing, so we need to keep on the track, but have the matured and reasonable solution to the real business.
Awesome. Thanks, James.
All right, you're welcome. Very good questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Christian. How about you, Miss Armeline? Any question for James?
Yeah, because I think my background was really more of AI. So I'm really curious, like how PlatON like currently applying AI on the side of the blockchain itself. So yeah, just would like to know more about it.
Oh yeah, for that one I could share a little bit, because I'm more on the financial infrastructure, more on the blockchain side. AI, we had another team, right? Another team for AI, but from the prototype we were doing, it's more like for example, as I mentioned, the prototype done for the MPC infrastructure, we need to do this in a much better or intelligent way. So AI is bad or good, right? For the bad thing, it may happen is if we share our data, so all our mobile, all our computer, all our email, etc., got learned by a AI LLM module, it could be dangerous for people. So you may got run into some phone call to be some fraud case, etc., because too much information got leaked and got learned and studied by an AI module. So in the long run, we try to protect the individual living with how to say dignity, with in a future AI world. So I only disclose those I'm willing to disclose, but I still want to get the service back. And how to do that? One is for example, the mature ZK, right? The zero knowledge proof stuff, the algorithm already there. But only for that one, it's quite limited. It's kind of data packaged and then deliver. The whole package still go to somewhere. So we are more focusing on the MPC. If you check our white paper, pretty at least 3 years back. So we try to protect your data without leaking it, but can be cooperate with each other. So get the benefit from the advanced technology without got hurt by the new technology. We always say the bad guy, they have a good kind of sense of how to use good technology to do bad thing. So we need to be prepared and also provide a solution to normal people, because the digital gap between people are wider and wider than before. As a normal people, if I'm not doing computer science, if I don't know too much, it's quite easy to got trapped somewhere without aware of it's a dangerous place, etc. Right? So we try to have a platform in the future, I hope, could protect normal people, to help them live safe, secure in a digitalized world. Well, that's a lot of things need to be done, but quite difficult, because when AI to processing data, the data is different format, different, there are noise within it, and the information could be explosively huge. So quite difficult processing efficiently and provide a real value to the normal people. So it's a big challenge and need lots of money. So that's why we try to just so to stop at do some POC, but keep the research on the directions.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a great answer also about AI. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, there we have it. Thank you so much, James, Armeline, and Christian. I guess that's all of our time for this evening. And with regards to the community questions, I will have to cut them because due to time constraints. But don't worry, community, because I will be announcing the winners that we've picked for this evening's AMA. But yeah, for further questions, maybe James, do you have a channel or a platform to plug where our community members can ask their questions?
Yes, sure. I think Apollo, we can think up offline. I can join your group, and then I can answer those community questions. Because community feedback is always very productive. So that's a real concern or some suggestions, etc. We need those expertise from the community to grow ourselves as well. So thank you very much.
That's awesome, James. Yeah, you can. I will share the Discord link later in our group chat, and yeah, we have quite a lot of questions lined up
Yeah,
for you. So it's
yeah.
better if
Thank
you bring your own team there as well
you.
to
Yeah,
answer
sure,
all of them. Yeah,
sure.
and
Thank you.
thank you so much, James. And once again, thank you to our speakers. Any final remarks? Let's maybe we can start with Miss Armeline.
I think, well, definitely this is like amazing because combining both technology but not like compromising the other side is something I learned, especially now that even if we are talking about blockchain, we do have to think about other at the same time, not being at least they have their own expertise on the technology. So yeah, that's something I would love. And then yeah, it's great to see you also here, especially for the platinum. And you guys are doing great job for having this trying to break the the traditional financial system that we have Yeah, especially here in the Philippines, you can, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
so
you,
much,
Amelie.
Arlene.
Yeah, thank
Christian, blockchain guy.
Yeah, blockchain guy. Yeah. I'd
you.
say it was great, James. I appreciate you talking about PlatOn. It's
Mm,
always, it's always a joy, and it always brings warmth to me every time I see someone who persevered throughout years of building a business or building a product, especially infra. I know
mhm,
the work, the pain, the struggles, the costs of
yeah,
working on
yeah.
infra. So knowing you guys have been six
Mm,
6 years upward is something that I really respect. And that's why I appreciate what you guys are doing, because to stay
mhm,
for that long and building infra,
mm,
man, it's insane work. So
yeah.
love that, and really really informed answers, by the way. I also love your answers. It gave me the idea. Yeah. Love that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Christy.
Thank you
Nice
so much,
talk to you.
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last but not the least, we have James. James, any final remarks for our speakers and community?
I think it's quite amazing to can communicate with you guys. I think uh, uh, the trend is, especially Web3, is not kind of, it's fair, right? It's not kind of some technology you have to invest a lot or whatever, leading by some industrial whatever country, which means that the fairness and the openness and freedom of this Web3 is the most attractive part. And I do believe with more we share, more kind of good ideas and great innovation will be. So I do looking forward to cooperate with more people and talking to experts like you more in the near future. Thank you very much, Apollo.
Thank you so much, James. The pleasure is ours. And yeah, Web3 really unlocks a lot of things for us. And looking forward to what the future brings us. And especially with the PlatON Network, always building through the bull or the bear market. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, guys. And um, again, make sure to follow our social media channels. And we have our channels in Facebook, Twitter, and join our Discord server to get the alpha on exciting promos. And don't forget our um, Telegram channel as well. And yeah, with regards doon sa ating roleta, guys. So, sa Discord na lang natin siya gagawin kasi medyo ano na tayo sa time, naipit na tayo sa time. Pero no worries kasi sobrang daming learnings. Ako kahit hindi ako masyadong techie na tao, no? Mas na-appreciate ko na we have our speakers and si James na CTO ng PlatON Network dahil marami yung natutunan doon sa mga pinag-usapan nila. And of course, our speakers with their backgrounds, they were able to ask the questions that really matters para mas malaman natin kung ano nga ba yung binibuild ng team over at PlatON Network. So ayan, sa mga winners natin mamaya, don't forget to submit a ticket sa Discord to claim your rewards. So ito-draw natin yan mamaya sa server natin. Yeah, after nitong AMA natin, after natin mag end ng stream, so lilipat tayo sa Discord. Kung hindi pa kayo nakasali guys sa Discord server natin, ito yung link natin, discord.gg/coins.ph. And once again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And kita-kits tayo sa mga susunod na Coinmunity Wednesdays. Again, I'm your host, Apollo. I'm the community manager for coins.ph. And yeah, stay safe and stay dry, Coinmunity. Kita-kits ulit tayo next week. Bye-bye!
The Philippines' first and leading crypto exchange, coins.ph. 60 cryptocurrencies to trade, like Bitcoin, USDT, and more. Enjoy low fees, favorable rates, and a smooth cash in and out experience. Download coins.ph now.